Welcome, we are back with another episode of Zero to Hero, DPS edition. We're off to a good start. We're slowly learning the rotation, which is only 4 buttons, so it's not really that insane, but hey, it's baby steps. Here's what we're looking like. Today, I want to be pushing higher keys. 2s and 3s are feeling a bit too easy, and we're in serious need of some gear upgrades. I mean, just look, we're still rocking gear from 2024. This tier set isn't doing anything for me either. Because in most pulls, hell, all the pulls, I'm still doing worse than the tank. Today's goal is to push up to 6s to get hero track gear and better crest. And if things go well, maybe we'll even dip our toes into some 7s and start farming some gilded crest. This will help us craft a 2-handed sword, which is going to be a huge DPS boost. Let's kick things off with a 5 workshop. I'm convinced my tanking videos are finally reaching the masses because this tank took my favourite advice. Slow and steady wins the race. In these lower keys, the biggest thing is just not dying. Small, manageable pulls are always good to start with. You can also adapt to your group as the key goes on. Plus, I can actually look like I'm doing some damage in these smaller packs. The target cap is a real pain in the ass, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Things got a little spicy when no one targeted the second boss, so after the tall boy was taken out, it turned into a DPS race. And we lost. The AoE is no joke. Even in a 5 it hits hard. And eventually, it wiped us. Well, not everyone. The bear never dies. I've noticed a lot of people are struggling with Cujo, so let me drop a few tips to help you 100% clear it with no problems. When you get this flame ring around you, it's imperative that you slowly inch towards your box, so when the flaming vent mechanic goes out, it almost wipes your entire group. Also, if you want full uptime on the boss, you don't even need to worry about the mechanics. If you're going to finish above your peers, you need to risk death in order to reach the top. If you do all these steps, you will easily take down this boss with no issues. There's other areas that I see people struggling with. Just like this mini boss, the best thing to do is to get into the safe area. Well, that's what an absolute idiot would say. Be like my healer. After all, your job is to heal damage, right? So fuck it, take as much damage as you possibly can, and then die. As for the third boss, we actually executed it perfectly. In other words, we killed the ad before the laser came in. As for the generators in the last area, these are a safe haven. You would take insane reduced damage if you're inside of them. Even if your pinky toe is inside of it, you seriously won't take any damage.
What?
Oh, never mind. I'm in the... Oh my god, I'm not. I'm not in the bubble. I'm indeed not in it. Fuck me. I wish I had a bubble in this final boss because I was screaming for a heal for a good 15 seconds. And when my healer got taken out, I knew it was my time to go out. But when I saw my health bar slowly regaining, there was still some hope. Until... What? Our team also got slowly picked off by the magnet mechanic. But thankfully, our Shami and Druid finished the boss off. Finished the boss off. That sounds a bit... But thankfully, our Shami and Druid finished him off. We failed the key, which is surprising considering we executed all the mechanics perfectly.
Are you sure about that?
We also got a head, as in a helmet. What the hell did you think? Oh, well, it turns out I had 2 weapons on my invent that I didn't know about, and it's took me to 631 now. I just wanted to see how much gold I made from all the stuff that I've been selling. The cash is coming in. We're loaded. Oh my days. Oh, it's still going. Ooh, oh my days. We made like 11,600. Jesus. We're balling. We are no longer poor. We went from 300 gold to 21k in less than 24 hours. And this was all thanks to the dude who gave me 1k in the first episode. So big shout out to Honori. This tank was indeed not a fellow Obeywow enjoyer. Because one minute I'm fighting 4 footmen to coming face to face with not 1, but 2 knights. I don't know what game this dude is playing, but I just burnt my CDs because I was under the assumption he wasn't about that life. But I guess I was wrong. The fight lasted a while, so my CDs finally came back up, and when they did, I got to pumping. What? Where's my damage? It's fine though, we're gonna make it known why we are him on this mini boss. It's just one target, so we should blast it. This motherfucking tank. Bro. There's 3 rules to tanking. 1. Always taunt your target. Don't treat it like a side quest. 2. Make it look like you know what you're doing, even if you don't. And 3. Naturally, just don't die. I don't want to make this another tanking guide video, but where the hell did people learn to do this pull? In what universe do you think it's acceptable to pull 4 sharpshooters, a mini boss, and 2 links? I mean, I'm him, so this kind of pull is another Tuesday. Time for the "It's Tuesday innit" comments. But seriously, you tanks are stuck in this heroic dungeon mentality. This stuff is fine when the bullets feel like you're getting shot in the face with a water pistol, but this is the big boy pool. You can't be doing pulls like this because your team will drown. Have you guys ever been so caught up looking at the damage meters that you don't realize that you're about to die? Oh, yeah, me neither.
What am I doing?
Let's take a moment to talk about interrupts. I'm used to kicking burning light, but what I'm not used to is this affix spawning right on top of my cursor, so when I try to kick the core mechanics, instead I have to watch it go off and wipe my entire group. The worst thing is, everyone still has interrupt up. Just to throw me off even more, they made the casting gate shield look like an interrupt, so naturally, like a normal well-adjusted DPS player would do, I kicked it, and I bet you can guess what happened next. Yeah, that's right, everyone once again let the cast go through, so we wiped. For some reason, we were tanking the boss in the center of the room, so hammers were swirling around and people was just bashing their head into the soak mechanic, even though we had 20 seconds left. And we all know what happens next. Yeah, the shield comes out and someone dies. Don't get me wrong, I like this dungeon, and I know it's probably the least liked dungeon this season, but that's only because you actually need to do stuff, such as interrupts, and do the mechanics correctly. Somehow, we still managed to time the key, despite dying 17 times and wiping twice on Baron. This is where things started to go downhill. Well, not for the dungeons, we were blasting them. And when I say we, I mean everyone else but me. And I don't even get it. These guys are only 15 eye levels above me. There was moments where I was top of the DPS for like 3 seconds, but once my team got going, I was left in the dust. But this is a new key, and a new group, and a chance to stand out. Lust is up, and I'm ready. Oh, come on, man. This is just pathetic. Even the tank is doing more damage than me. I wish I could say I had some good news and I was doing great damage on the bosses, but even the tank was still humbling me. I mean, I know the target cap is rough, but come on. He was also doing some dodgy pulls, so the moments where I could potentially shine, instead, I fell flat. It's not like I would have contributed anything anyway, but I still want to be involved. And then we had our moment on the swamp boss. I mean, just look. We almost overtook the pumping paladin. Despite our damage or the lack thereof, we still timed these keys. For now, I'm just going to chalk it up to our gear. We are only 632 eye level and no tier set, and I'm playing with people who are 650 with tier set. Don't worry, I feel the exact same way you're feeling right now. I feel like a failure.
Speak for yourself, motherfucker!
We are barely even peeking into the damage meters, and even though that's all what DPS do on paper, you can still shine above your peers in other areas, and that's what we did. We are the backbone nobody asked for, but what everybody needs, such as being the first one to do the boss mechanics. Interrupting mobs so that the mobs can move into the already grouped up packs. Also, making it your mission to stop deadly cast that could potentially wipe your group. Don't forget about your crowd control abilities. All this stuff saves lives and makes the whole experience a little bit easier. And yeah, you might be slightly above your tank in the damage meters, but you can be on top in other areas. Now that's a lot of interrupts. Our eye always up, but our gear is down. Even though we're getting small loot upgrades, I have no idea if it's better to still rock the old 4 set or just to take the 10 plus eye level increase I'm getting. But the goal is still the same. Keep doing 6s and 7s to hopefully get some hero track gear that we can later turn into a set piece and some crest. So let's keep going with a 7 workshop. When picking this group, I didn't think about the first boss. If you didn't know, all the bombs would go on the range player, but because we had 4 melee, the only person it went to was the mage, and naturally, you'd position yourself in the center of the room, right? Well, not this mage. Instead, he put himself right next to the hammers. So, out of the 4 hammers our tank had the option of going to, he went with the one filled with a bunch of bombs. And me, being legally blind and too worried about losing a number 2 spot on the overall damage, I walked headfirst into the mines. And then my healer did the same thing, and then, finally, my mage. And to make things even worse, he left, which is just embarrassing. At least be second on the damage meters before ego checking the entire group. The key was depleted, but we ran it back as a 6 with a different group. And I knew this tank was about that life when he put Big Pull in the chat. I know, as a Demon Hunter main, there's zero chance you can mess this pull up. It's almost impossible to die, especially when you've got a Disc Priest. We went again, and he did the thing that I've always preached, taking it slow and only pulling what you can manage. And as the key went on, he adapted to the group and pulled packs that he thought we could handle. We was also executing the skips. Well, not that one. I guess not that one either, but hey, we was all doing good damage, so we easily 2-chested the key with no problems. And guess what? We finally got some loot. We are getting close to hitting Keystone Master, so our goal in the next episode is to get more gear and do more damage, and hit Keystone Master. But for now, stay doing tank damage, and as always, if you like the content, subscribe. If you made it this far, we already know you like the content, so subscribe anyway. Like, comment, all of that good stuff. Thanks for watching, bye bye.